Senator Nwebonyi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I've been calling you since my
my brother.
My very dear senator. You see, I like the story of how you won that election, defeated former God. He's the God of Nwebonyi. The God of Nwebonyi send down fire.
Yes.
The God of Nwebonyi.
And that God will do it again.
Amen. My dear brother. Dear brother, please, I want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Are you sure that the
Go
result on the IRF is justiciable? I've not seen anywhere where they say the courts will accept the result on the IRF and you can tender it as evidence to upturn elections in court too.
Okay.
Are you sure on that? Number one. Number two, Senator Nwebonyi, I don't know who people that are praising you, maybe they're your family members. Because I'm not here to praise. In fact, I'm here to condemn. Wait, let me finish now. You are my dear brother. I'm here to condemn the Senate. Because what you people did yesterday was what Dr. Abati has been calling a red herring. You know what a red herring is? A logical fallacy. In one breath, an impossibility. In one breath, you say electronic transmission shall go through. In another breath, you say it's at the discretion of the presiding officer that determines if network is good or not. So are you saying we have over 176,974 polling units? Are you saying is these presiding officers that will determine if the network is good or not? So what you people have done is to deceive and trick Nigerians. I don't know those that are praising you, but I'm not sure our lovely mommy Obi Ezekwesili will be part of them praising you this morning. Those two questions.
Thank you, Rufai.
Thank you, my brother.
I'm happy that you still acknowledge me as your very good friend, and I am. Now, what we did is correct and should be accepted by every patriotic Nigerian, except those, who are playing the politics of opposition. But I've always said, everything is not politics. This is a fact, and they have to argue with facts. Now, by inserting for the first time the electronic transmission in our law gives court the power to recognize any result from IRF. It was not so before. And I said it here, and I expected you should praise me and the 10th Senate in that aspect. You know, the 9th Senate never did so. You can read the Electoral Act 2022 from beginning to the end. You will not see where IRF was mentioned. You will not see where electronic transmission was mentioned. But the 10th Senate boldly said in section 60 sub 3, as proposed to be amended, that the presiding officer at every polling unit, after collecting the result, entered in Form EC81A, shall, not may. That word shall makes it mandatory. And that word shall gives the court the power to recognize the result in IRF. And if that transmission fails at the moment, it will report in the system that it was tried and it failed. So it doesn't give INEC or the presiding officer the discretion to say that there is network or there's no network. Everybody will be there. The polling agents will be there. Security agencies will be there. It will be done in an open place. And that takes me to what I said on channels just a few minutes ago. People should stop playing politics on television or protesting at the National Assembly. National Assembly is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is you and I and the man in the street. Can we for once do what we're supposed to do and Nigerians before we can hold our leaders accountable? But everybody is claiming to be a saint. Now, I won't dwell into the candidates because we are yet to produce candidates for the forthcoming general election 2027. But I want to assure you that APC, the victory of APC is already looming everywhere. And that is the fear of the position. But let me tell you something, you cannot stop a good man.